And other side, switch, bend, grab the elbow, pull. Great, keep those knees bent and abdomen tight. Good, arm across the front, stretch out the shoulders. Started right into the workout, all right? Ready? And let's march it out. Oh wait, we always like to march it out. Now, it doesn't matter, you can have a step to march, because what we're doing is we're warming up the body for our functional fitness workout. And you may be wondering, what is she talking about? What is functional fitness? Well, functional fitness is fitness that you use every day. It's basically the functional moves that you do every day. Getting yourself out of bed, that's a functional move. Getting in and out of the bathtub, that's a functional move. Getting in and out of the car, okay? What we're doing right now is we're warming our bodies up, because we're gonna do exercises that are gonna help you with all those exercises, okay? Just go ahead and swing those arms, and let's go ahead and circle our arms, Angelique. And circle with us. Now, if you have a step that you'd like to step up and down on, that's great too. Even if you have a treadmill in your home, okay? If you have a treadmill in your home, you can use that to walk on and warm up as we warm up, okay? And we're gonna go right into the stretch. Deep breath in, and exhale. And in, and exhale. I always say in with the good, out with the bad. Stretch over to the right. And the other side. I love this part. I always say, again, in with the good, out with the bad. So nice deep breaths in, and then out with the bad. Arm up over the head, and bend, grab the elbow, and stretching the tricep, which is the back part of the arm. And switch. Good. And let's go ahead and stretch our legs before we get into those two. Good. Like that. Stretching out the hamstring right here. Good posture. If you can't go down this low and you're up here, that's okay too. And switch to the other side. Stretch. Good. Oh, this feels so wonderful. I love this stretch. Especially if you're somebody with a real bad back, this is a great stretch for you. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. Let's get right into our workout. We're going to do a bicep curl with a shoulder press. So let's go ahead and start, Angelique, and I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, look at this already. She knows what she's doing already. Okay, bicep curls with a shoulder press, okay? What I want her to do, though, I want her to keep her elbows nice and tight to her side as the bicep curl comes up, and then push up. All right, so her elbows should stay nice and closed, and then push up. So what she's doing, okay, she's bicep curling for the bicep, and then shoulder pressing, all right, because it's functional. She's using a lot of muscle groups at once, all right, and down, excellent. Squeeze, and up, and down, exactly. And the count is going to be
the 3 count.
Oh, sure, Einstein, sure.
He wants to be good at something.
Well, you know what? Look at this bod over here.
We'll find your
We started earlier anyway. Unbelievable. All right, you can work out with us. You can burn those calories with us if you want.
I'm looking forward to this.
All right, bicep curls and shoulder press.
Wannabe.
Excellent. Great form. And again, we say functional because, remember, we're using a lot of muscle groups at once, and this is going to help you with putting your cans away in the pantry, grabbing your groceries out of the back of your car, things like that, okay? She's got great form. Her abdomen is tight, and her legs are bent. How's your form, buddy? Let me see.
Tell me.
See if I can correct your form here. All right, keep those elbows at your side a little more. What are you thinking about? Keep them at your side. There you go.
Crack that walnut.
Look at, he's learning too. Isn't that unbelievable?
Mine.
Oh, you can crack more than that. And you know what I want to tell everybody? Angelique is a mother. Isn't that wonderful? And look at the shape
There's
she's
time
in.
for everybody. We're fitting it in.
That's right. We're fitting it in. Okay, and we're going into chest press with our tricep extension. Go ahead and lie down, and I'm going to go ahead and lie down on the ground. You going to lie down
guys,
with us?
I got to go back to the kitchen. I got to check on my stuff.
Check on those burgers.
I'll see you soon.
Hey,
All right.
keep on
Bye-bye.
cooking.
Thanks for joining us.
Keep working out.
All right. Okay. Chest press, tricep extension. Chest press. I'm doing the beginner version because I am on the floor. I want you to keep in mind, I am on the floor right now, okay? That means I'm not going to be able to go down as far as Angelique on the chest move and tricep extension. I'm going to go ahead and critique Angelique right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get up so I can critique Angelique, make sure she's doing everything right. Exactly. And let's go ahead, Angelique. I want you to, as you come up, I want you to turn your elbows out here. Yes.
There.
Press, and then back.
Turn.
Yes, exactly. Now remember, this takes a lot of coordination here. So if you're not getting it right away, don't worry about it. It takes some time. Maybe you'll get it the next time. But you know what? Look at this movement. It's for the chest first, and then into the tricep. Chest, and then into the tricep. Okay? So it is 2 movements here. It's not just one. We're working chest and triceps and a little bit of shoulders. So we're working 3 muscle groups. Do you know what it means when you work a lot of muscle groups together? That means you're burning more calories and more fat, more toning, more tightening. All right? In less time, because we're fitting it in 20 minutes. We've done some great workouts in the past, and you know what? All of them we fit in 20 minutes. So there's no more excuses. Are you making those excuses like I don't have time? If you're sitting there right now, I want you to get up and start marching with us. Start doing this workout with us. You don't need any fancy gym equipment, I'll tell you that. Look at what we're using. Come on, water bottles. Great, great job. Up, and then extend. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just like that, and in. Good, and out. Perfect. She's never going further than her shoulder line as she comes down for the chest, and she keeps her elbows up high, pointed to the ceiling. Perfect. Okay, are you ready for our next exercise? All right, we're doing our bent over rows with our tricep extension. Go ahead and sit up. Good, and I'm going to go ahead right here. You ready? Bent over rows and tricep extensions. Down, up, extend, and in. Down, up, and extend, and in. So now we're working our backs, squeezing our triceps. Okay, back and triceps together. All right, again, functional, everyday movements, okay? This is what it's gonna help you with. When you're using all those muscle groups together, that's what it's about. That's everyday life. Getting in and out of a chair, you use your legs. Getting, in and out of the tub, you use your legs. We're gonna do lunges later. That's gonna help you with this too. And remember, if you are a beginner, what I want you to do is go ahead and sit down on the bench here, all right, just like this, and you're gonna do it like this. Okay, so you have a lot more form, all right? And go ahead and, well, Angelique's doing a great job anyway, but watch my form right here. If you're a beginner, you might not be able to stay in the position that Angelique's staying in. So you're sitting on a bench just like this, even if you don't have a bench at home. I mean, obviously, I'm sitting on an ottoman. Great. And squeeze it up and back, in and down. Not fast, squeeze it up, back, in, and down. A lot of times, you know what? People say that, we do a lot of repetitions, but you know what? That's what it's about. It's about tightening and toning. It doesn't matter if you can't do as many repetitions as us. You know what you do? You put your weights down like that. Weights, cans, okay? And you keep going, okay? In, up, squeeze, and down. And I'm going to go over to Angelique. Great. And squeeze. Perfect form, Angelique. Great. And you know what? Angelique doesn't even have to bend over as far as she is. She's getting a great stretch. She can be right there instead. Exactly. And down. And squeeze. All right. You ready for our next exercise?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for our next exercise? We're going into lunges. Or, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say lunges. Plie squats, one of my favorites, with a lateral raise. Look at that. Angelique's way ahead of me. You ready?
I want to look like I know what I'm doing next to you.
All right. Angelique does a great job. She's in great shape. And you're going to be in great shape, too. As you work along with us, remember, exhale on the way up. Now what we're working is inner thighs. We're working butt. We're working shoulders all together. Okay? Tell me this isn't one of the movements that you do getting out of a chair. Okay? That's why we talk about functional. Everyday fitness. Remember, your life is fitness, okay? You're basically an athlete for life. And I want you to remember that. And when I always say remember that, I really do. I want you to remember. Because every day is a challenge. Remember that. Every day. You're an athlete for life. Great shoulders. Let me see you, Angelique. Great. Look at the form. I want you to come in here, Chris. She's working her hips, her thighs, and her butt right here. At the same time, working her shoulders. Beautiful form she has. She's keeping her abdomen tight. Her back is in alignment. She's not leaning forward. Everything's in alignment. Now, if you're saying right now, my legs are burning, go ahead and march it out, but stay with us, okay? if you can keep going, just go ahead and lower down just slightly. Angelique, go ahead and just lower down slightly so they know what they can do. Just even a smaller amount. Instead of going down so far, right to there and up. Right there. And don't cross your arms in front. All right, there you go. Excellent. That small movement, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and join you again.
The small movement's burning.
But you know what? It's not as far. It's not as far for people to go because you know what? I don't know how flexible you are, and I don't want you to go past your own flexibility. Okay, Angelique, we're going to go into our next exercise, and our next exercise is going to be leg curls. Okay, a standing leg curl with knee ups. Okay, ready? Yeah, and knee up. Exactly. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. You can switch. Okay. Standing curl. Oh, I'm sorry. Knee up and down. Sorry. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. And if you think this is hard right now,
the balance
is, okay? Standing leg curl, knee up and down. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. What you're working here, I'm going to go over to Angelique because I want to show you. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. She is not only working her hamstrings, but she's working her hip flexors, which is in the front part of the leg. So she leg curls up and down. Angelique, I'm going to have you stay on one leg. When you go over to the other side, I'm going to have you stay on this one so Chris can get this. That's okay. Standing leg curl, knee up and down. We're working opposing muscle groups, okay? We're working quadricep, okay, there, and hamstring on the other way. Hamstring there and quadricep, okay? Balance. Look at the balance it's taking her to do this. It's not an easy movement. So if you're falling all over the place, that's okay. But you know what I want you to do too? If you have a chair you can hang on to, that's a great thing. If you have the back of your couch you can hang on to, that's a great thing. If you're in the kitchen right now doing this with you, you can hang onto your counter, even onto your refrigerator, okay? And down. Let's go ahead and switch the leg. Curl, knee up, and down. Leg curl, knee up, and down. And also, if you think this is too easy, which those advanced people out there, I know.
On a pillow.
This might be too easy, exactly. We're gonna
I knew
put
it.
on a pillow, and or you can add ankle weights to your ankles. Where else would you add ankle weights, right?
That seems like a good place to
Right.
be.
And up and down. You're doing a great job out there. What I want to know is, can you talk to me right now? I'm going to give you a talk test. Can you speak to me in a normal tone? If not, if you're breathing too heavy, if you are breathing too heavy, that means you're working too hard. So go ahead and march it out. We're going to go into lunges next, and you get the cushion. All right? We're going to do lunges, okay? Reverse lunges. I'm going to do the easy one, and Angelique is going to do the hard one. That's great. Now, did you see that? Do you see what she's doing? She's doing it on a cushion. All right, and I'm gonna actually go over and show you this because she has to balance. You can see what her foot is having to do these reverse lunges. It has to balance. Again, every time your leg has to balance, do you know what's happening here? When your leg has to balance, that means all these muscles are triggering and firing, so they have to work. That's great. Go ahead and switch to the other leg, Angelique.
4th of July in there.
Yes. And this is a very advanced movement. So if you're having a hard time with this, don't worry about it. Kick that cushion out and just do it on the floor at first. Get your balance as a regular lunge first. This is more advanced movement. This kind of comes from the athlete world, okay? This is what we do when my husband and I train athletes for competition. This is what we do with them. We do exercises like this with them because we train everybody, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and pro athletes. So, all right. Do you want me to join you?
Please. Well, yeah.
Go ahead and switch
Will
legs
you do
again.
something here?
Yeah, I know. Hey, I'm the trainer. Great, just like that. Excellent. And breathe. Remember, if you're just a beginner, this is how you start. You start here first, then you move up to the more advanced on the cushion. Takes a lot of balance. Go ahead and switch legs again, Angelique. And push.
Oh, that smells so great. It's hard to breathe in and out.
Angelique is smelling those wonderful sweet potatoes. Sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries. Home
All
fries.
right. Angelique, you ready to go into our next exercise? Okay, let's go ahead and kick that cushion out of the way. We're going to do squats with a shoulder press. Okay, grab this, and you ready? Feet apart, and press. And press. And again, now what are we working here?
We're working our everything, it feels like. Glutes, hamstrings,
You are absolutely
shoulders,
right.
arms, sucking our stomach in.
Right. Exactly. That's what we're doing. We're working our shoulders, working our legs, working our butt, and all the stabilizer muscles, okay? All the stabilizer muscles. Breathe with us. If this is getting too hard, what I want you to do is go ahead and drop whatever you're using, whether it be cans, okay, or bottles of water, okay, or candles maybe. Whatever you're using as weight, maybe it is dumbbells, maybe you do have dumbbells at home. Whatever you're using, if you're getting tired, I want you to go ahead and put them down, just like I just did, and press, and press, and press. Press the weight of the world away from you. I always say in my workouts, winners never quit, and quitters never win. You're a winner for doing this workout with us. I don't care if you did 5 minutes of it. Maybe you did 10 minutes, but you know what? You'll be able to do all 20 minutes with us soon. You just keep watching, because we're fitting it in. While we're cooking, we're fitting in a workout. I say sometimes, too, you can also fit it in when you throw a load of laundry in, okay? That's what it's all about, okay? You can hear my respiration going up, and I'm fit, okay? It doesn't matter. Everybody's respiration will go up. If you're getting a little tired, march it out. Let that heart rate come back down, okay? We're going to go into another hard exercise after this. Shouldn't say too hard, okay? We're going to do lunge with the row.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one? Go for it.
Okay.
Lunge, lunge, and then row. Lunge and row. Lunge. Awesome. Look at you. You turned into a pro right in front of me.
See, it only took a few days.
That's it. That's it. Exactly.
In our own living room.
Yeah. With these
Water bottles, cans, a few minutes.
Exactly. And what she's working here is her the back part of her shoulders and her back. Okay? So lunge with the row. Again, a little bit more advanced. If you can't get the rowing in, don't worry about it. You'll work up to that. If you don't even want to have anything in your hands, you can put those down too. All right? We're gonna work into this, okay? She's working her thigh. She's working her bun. She's working her back. Okay? All the postural muscles in the upper part of the back, okay? And Angelique's going really deep on these. You don't even have to go that deep, Angelique. Go a little bit easier. Make it easier on yourself. There you go. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. And I want you to notice her knee. Her knee is staying directly over her foot. It's never crossing the toe line. Great. And are you ready, Angelique? We're going to go down to abs. Are you ready? Grab your ab pad down on the ground. Or if you just have a towel, throw it down on the ground. We're going down for abs. You ready? Reverse crunch.
Okay.
Knees in and hands down on the ground and crunch. And squeeze. And squeeze. Good. Working the abdominals. Put my hands up so you can see. Good. Angelique's doing a great job right there. See that small little movement she's doing right now? Real small. Okay? Just that little. Maybe a 4 or 5 inch movement. Her butt is barely coming off the ground. Rolling. And she's concentrating on her, from her navel or your belly button to your pubic bone, right in this little area right here. Okay? Right down here. Squeeze. And squeeze. And exhale. I'm keeping my neck nice and straight. I'd like to look at you, but I want to have good form, and I know you have good form. So just listen to me. Just squeeze. Squeeze the knees in. And exhale. And we exhale during abdominal, so we get the full contraction of our lower abdominals. And isn't that the place where we always have those problems? Always. Lower abdominals. We always get that little paunch. How about you, Angelique? How about after having your baby? Did you get that?
I sure did.
Yeah? And look, it's gone, isn't it?
That's right.
Anything is possible. Okay? You just make it happen. You see it in your mind, you can make it happen. We're going into regular crunches, okay? And what we're going to do, I'm going to actually grab a pad, and we're going to go ahead and put it underneath Angelique's back.
Okay.
This is the beginner level. I'll go ahead and get it for you. Just like that, lie down. Hands across your chest and crunch it up. I'm going to put this right underneath your shoulders to make it a little bit easier for you, okay?
Thank you.
Just like that. Actually, come up a little bit more. There we go. Now, what I'm doing right here, okay, is having Angelique do a little bit more of a beginner version of a crunch. What I have is a pad underneath her shoulders. You can grab a pillow from your couch, pillow from your bed. What it does is it allows her just to be on like a decline. There are benches that you can find at gyms that are decline benches, and that's what this is all about. Because what she is doing is she is squeezing her abdominals up here, making it a little bit easier, less stress on the back. And she's keeping her neck straight. Her eyes are focused at the ceiling. Perfect. That means her back is in natural alignment. That's perfect, Angelique. How are they feeling? Are they burning?
Yeah, it's burning. It
Are they
feels
burning
great.
on you? Doesn't it feel great?
I love it.
Good. I love
I
abdominal
know
work.
something's going on in there. That's
Okay,
burning.
and squeeze. Good. And as you get a little bit more advanced, and if you are advanced, you can go ahead and actually slide that underneath your lower back too, and get a nice stretch in the abdominal cage, and then squeeze. Okay? And that's a little bit more advanced. We'll do that on future shows. Okay. And there's the music.
I love it. I love
You
the
ready for the
music.
quiz?
Woo!
Go ahead and lie down. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and lie down. We're going to go ahead and just stretch it out. Stretch out those abdominals right now. Oh, doesn't that feel great?
Sure does.
Oh, just love it. Bring the knee up and just stretch across. Great. Take those nice deep breaths in because you know what's coming up next. We have our awesome food with Jim. And Jim joined us on our workout today. How privileged are we? Okay, and let's go ahead and roll it to the side and bring it up. We're going to finish our stretch here. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I can see a little sweat on my lip today.
have a
And
little
go
bit.
ahead and breathing, okay? Keep breathing with us. What we're doing here is we're just getting the body warmed up. So if you don't want to jog, what I want you to do, I'm going to have you just watch Angelique for a second, but what I'm going to do is march in place, okay, with the high knees, just getting the blood flowing, getting the heart rate up, because we need to increase the heart rate before we do our workouts. Just get the body warm, okay? And I'm going to go back into a slow little jog. You can do that too. You can do half marching, half jogging, all right? Next thing we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and pump our arms like bicep curls and squeeze and squeeze. And you should feel it. You should feel your heart rate start to go up. As you can see, I'm not really jogging too hard. I'm just barely lifting my feet off the ground, really just to warm up. How are you feeling, Angelique?
Doing great. I can feel the warming up.
Good.
Ready to work out.
Excellent. And as you can see, Angelique's using the little cushion here. All right, and we're going to go right into shoulder presses.
Okay.
Okay, just like that. And, all right, and Angelique's using the cushion because it's like running in sand. It's a little bit harder, but it's a little easier on your knees.
Yeah,
we're going to go
it is
into a little stretch, Angelique. You ready? Go ahead and kick that couch cushion out of the way. And we're going to separate our legs and take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. In and up. And exhale. And stretch to the side. And the other side, very slowly, nice and easy. Don't go beyond what your stretch limits are. Okay, arm up over the head, and bend it, grab the elbow, and pull. And keep breathing. Your heart rate should be up right now. And other side, stretching those upper body. Great. All right. Shoulder shrug, and we're going to go right into our workout. Are you ready? First thing we're going to do is side leg lift, okay? What I want you to do is grab an old broomstick, anything you have. You can even grab the side of the couch. So what I'm going to have Angelique do is use our broomstick here, okay, our fake broomstick, all right? And she's going to go ahead and start lunging. And the reason why we like to use this, okay? Actually, I'm sorry, you're lunging. I don't want you to lunge. I'm sorry about that. I want you to do side leg lifts, okay? I want you to turn to the side for them. And using that, and I want you to do side leg lifts.
Woo!
Yep.
Balance.
And
Yeah,
use
that's
that
why
for
we have the
balance.
broomstick.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Excellent.
Nice and easy. You don't even have to come that high, Angelique. Just like that. And I want you to lead with the heel. Keep a slight bend in that knee. Perfect. Just like that. Now, these side leg lifts are exactly. As you can see, Angelique is getting a little bit off balance. As Chris can come in, we can see what she's working on. She's working on the outer side, the abductor muscle right here in the outer part of the side. And as you can see, Angelique is using a lot of balance to do these. So it's not only working the leg you're working on, but it's also working the leg that you're balancing on. All right?
My calf, everything. Both legs are really working.
Great. So you're feeling it all
I'm
over.
feeling it all over.
That's great. And you don't even have to come up that high. If you're out there and oh, I'm sorry, Angelique, I did it again. I'm sorry. Keep going. If you are lifting it as high as Angelique, that's great, but you don't have to. You can lift it nice and low like I'm doing right here. Nice and low, just off the ground. And let's go ahead and switch legs, Angelique.
Okay.
To the other side. And remember, not leading with the toe, but leading with the heel. Slight bend in that knee. Great. Bend that knee slightly. Yes,
Ooh,
that's
getting it. That's the
You
side.
feel that?
I'm feeling
Now
that.
you get it right up into the button
Right,
hip
it's
right
working
there.
something different now.
Great. And what, again, Angelique is hanging on to this broomstick. And the reason why she's hanging on is for balance. But it just gives her enough assistance that she's not going to fall over. Now, remember, if you don't have a broomstick handy, grab onto the side of your couch. It's that simple and that easy. Good. Oh, excellent, Angelique. Super. And I'm going to go ahead and join you. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab onto the side of the chair and show them. Here, let me, actually, I'll go this way. I'll do this leg. Whew, good. Go ahead and switch legs, Angelique. Great. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next exercise. And all that is going to be marching on the floor, okay?
Excellent.
Go ahead and put that down. And we're going to high march, okay? Nice high marches. And pump those arms at the same time. And the reason why we're doing this is because that is really hard on the legs, what we just did. So I want you to go ahead and just march it out and breathe. Good. And as you can see, good form that Angelique has. Okay, she's got her knees nice and high. Her chest is up. Her abdominals are tight. Just like that. And I want you to squeeze those arms, too. March and squeeze.
Plus we're stretching our glutes.
Exactly. And we're working our hip flexors, which is the front. Great. Keep breathing. Remember, always, if you don't have anything to write down our workouts or you can't remember them, you could always log on and get any of our workouts or our recipes that Jim is still in the kitchen cooking, waiting for us. All right. Great. Doesn't it feel great? It lets our heart rate come back down a little bit. Super. Good. This is great. Just keep breathing with us. Remember, if you can't march this high, don't worry about it. You march just march a little bit lower. Okay, just like that. Great. Keep breathing very lightly. Okay. All right. And before we go on to our lunges with the broom that we did before, okay, we're gonna do like partner stretching. Okay. So you're gonna hold on to my shoulder. I'm gonna hang on to yours, and we're gonna pull up our quad, and we're gonna go ahead and stretch. Okay, stretch it. Okay, really important to stretch your quadriceps before we go into lunges. Okay, because the lunges work the quadriceps, which is the front part of the thigh. 4 muscles that we're stretching here. Go ahead and switch. Other side. Great. Does that feel good on you?
Great.
I know. Exactly. Especially after
It's going to be a lot easier.
Yes. Woo, balance. All right. Great. Okay, let's go into our lunges with our broomsticks. Okay, let's go ahead, Angelique. You're going to start first, and I'm going to show them the form. Oh, isn't that perfect? Now, again, if you're just joining us, I want you to know that we're using these broomsticks for assistance only, okay? Not any other reason but assistance. Now, if you don't have a broomstick, you can go ahead and hang on to the couch or anything you'd like, okay? And look at her form. Angelique, what I want you to make sure is that knee isn't going over the toe. I see a little knee going over the toe. I want to make sure your knee is directly in line with the ankle.
So
yes, much better. Excellent. That's great, though. And at home, you see Angelique getting a little off balance, okay? That's okay. This is what it's all about. It's all about learning about balance and strength in the quadriceps. And she's switching each time. Okay, watch her leg right here. Her knee should not, yes, Angelique, that's great.
So we're showing the back and the front.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Her knee should never go over the toe line. Her knee should always stay directly over her ankle at all times, or over the foot, I should say. Because some people, don't have the flexibility to keep it back that far. So that is great. That's fantastic,
Yeah, that feels
Angelique.
great.
Does that feel good?
Right.
Good.
Both legs are working.
And nice and slow. And she's going down very deep, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and show you now myself. And I'm not going to go down as low as her, because you don't need to. When you first start out and you're a beginner, this is what you need. Just slightly. Okay? And if you want, you can just hang on to the pole with one hand. Okay? Very easy. You can use a couch. You can use a chair. You can even use the counter in your kitchen while you're cooking. You can use anything you'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and switch legs now. Great. And this gives you just enough assistance. And remember what we're working on here. Hips, thighs, and butt. Right in this area. Angelique, how are you doing?
Smelling the motivation.
Did you hear that one? Smelling the motivation, not feeling it. That's great. I'm going to switch legs again. Great. Always remember, if you are getting tired, I want you to just march in place and stay with us. Because we always say a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. And you're a winner. You're a winner for doing this with us.
And I'm going to be
Great.
a winner
You can
and
also
march in place.
Yeah, great. There you go. And that's exactly it. See, Angelique's marching in place right now. Getting a little tired. Her buns, her hips, her thighs are feeling it. Great. Just keep breathing. You really have to monitor yourself. I want you to think about this. If you wouldn't be able to talk to me, can you talk to me right now? Angelique, how are you doing? Can you talk to me at a normal pace?
Now I can talk to you normal pace as I'm going down with my warm-up.
Okay.
Well,
Exactly, you're marching your pace. That's exactly what it is. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next exercise. But what I want you to keep in mind is to monitor yourself. And don't go too hard, okay? If you need to right now, go ahead and march it out as I'm explaining the next exercise, okay? Our next exercise are leg extensions on the chair. Now, I want you to keep in mind, we're just using the body weight for this entire workout right now, okay? Just like that. It's like I'm going to even have you sit back a little bit more on the couch.
Okay.
Get nice and comfortable there. And leg extensions. And Chris, come on right in here. I want you to see this. This is what she's working. She's working the quadriceps. Watch them work. Squeeze. Beautiful. She's working the quadriceps, the top part of her leg. And all she's doing is she's lifting her leg and extending and squeezing. And as she's doing it, she's exhaling. Exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. And what I want you to think about too, look at this form. Her chest is up, her abdomen is tight, and her back is firm. It's great.
Now, would you recommend flexing or pointing?
You know what? You can do either or. And that's a great point because there's a lot of people who like to point, there's people who like to flex. I usually just say keep it neutral, keep it wherever it relaxes normally. Okay, go ahead and switch legs. Great, and I'm going to go ahead and join you over here on my chair. And remember, you can even sit on your countertop if you'd like and do it. All right? We've done this complete workout so far just using our own body weight. So if people say that you need to be working in a gym, okay? You don't. You can just, it doesn't matter. You can put ankle weights on. Always just think about working out at home. Working out at home is the best way to do it. We're fitting it in during our cooking. And you know what? This is the best way. I'm going to switch legs now. Okay? And like I said, you can strap ankle weights on, 5, 10-pound ankle weights, even lower if you want. And even if you don't, like myself, I'm just doing it right now, just using my leg weight, the weight of my lower thigh. I mean, lower thigh. Listen to me. I'm talking about my shin, my lower leg. It's just the weight of my lower leg I'm actually lifting. Great. And just keep breathing. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next exercise. Okay, and what we're going into is upper body now. Okay, we're going to use the upper body, the chest muscles. We're going to go ahead and do push-ups. Okay, yeah, push-ups next. Okay, I'm going to show Angelique doing them. Push-ups against the ottoman, just like that. And what Angelique is working right now is she is working on her chest, her shoulders, and her triceps. Okay, chest, shoulders, and triceps. Chest here, shoulders here, and triceps in the back. Now, the triceps, the back of the arm, where all of us get flabby as we get older. We don't want those bye-bye arms, and those bye-bye arms are the ones that keep waving in the wind once we stop waving. And Angelique's doing a great job here, great form. Abdomen is tight, butt is tight, and she's using her chest muscles. Great, and pushing up with her arms. And when Angelique gets tired, she's going to rest, and she's going to go ahead and stretch them out. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take over for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and also make sure, if you're doing it on a piece of furniture, whether it be a chair or a couch, make sure it's nice and firm to the ground so it doesn't slide out from underneath you, okay? And yes, great, and go ahead and stretch. And I'm going to go ahead and do my push-up. Okay, all the way down and all the way up and all the way down. As you can see, the tricep, the back part of my arm working. Okay, I'm going to keep my head neutral because it's the way to do it. I shouldn't have my head turned. And exhaling on the way up. Inhale and exhale. Good. Great. And keep breathing. Now, if you could only do 3, don't worry about it. Go ahead and rest and then join us again. And push. And push. And I'm going to go ahead and rest. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to go ahead and stretch like Angelique did. Stretching my arm. Keep watching Angelique. That's great. And I'm going to stretch the other one over my head. Great. Stretching out my triceps. And I'm going to go back while Angelique is resting, and I'm going back to my push-up. And push. And exhale. Now, if you can't go down as low as Angelique and I are, just remember, you can go down partial way. Small little push-ups. Small ones. Don't worry about going all the way down, because you will get there, I promise. You stay with us, okay? And exhale. Great. And push. And push. Great, I'm going to go ahead and stretch that out a little bit. Angelique, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next exercise. And the next exercise is more tricep. We're going to go into dips on the chair now. Go ahead, Angelique. I'm going to show them how it is.
Okay.
Great form. Just like that. Beautiful dips that she's doing, okay? She's working on the tricep muscles right here in the back of the arm. Okay, you can see her triceps working. Angelique's in great shape. Great, Angelique. How are you feeling?
I'm fitting it in.
That's great, Angelique. And we're fitting it in, and then we're going to eat it
Yeah,
in.
I can't wait to fit that in.
Great. Watch the form here, okay? Her back is firm, her knees are in perfect alignment here, and all that's doing the work is her triceps, the back here. Shoulders are doing just a little bit of work, but this is the most important, her triceps. Now, she's going down very far here. You can't go down that far. Remember, only go to the best of your ability, okay? Because in time, you will be able to go down that far. And I'm going to go ahead and join her now on my chair.
And I'm
Right
gonna
over
stretch
here.
it out.
Yeah, that's great. You go ahead and do the dips and push. And if you need to, I want you to think about this. You can use your legs as assistance, okay? If it's getting too hard for your triceps, push with your legs a little bit. That's what they're there for. Your body should all work together, okay? Great. These are the dips on the chair. And everything we've done so far in the workout is all body weight. We haven't used a weight yet. We have used our entire body weight. But if you're a little more advanced, you can use ankle weight, you can use plate weights, you can use dumbbells, placing them on your waist if you want. But just very simply, this is for the triceps, the back of the arm, and squeezing. Great. You feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Angelique's feeling it. I want to know if you can talk to me right now. I'm going to do a talk test with you. And when I say a talk test, that means you should be able to talk to me at a normal rate, which means that you're not breathing like like that, okay? You should be able to talk to me just like I'm talking to you right now. We're going to move on to our next exercise. I'm going to go ahead and stretch my arm out just a little bit over the head, stretching out those triceps. Before we go on to our next one, we're going to go into lower back extensions next on the floor. So let's grab our ab pad and go ahead and lie right down. Great. On your stomach. Lower back extensions. Hands at your side. Okay? And we're going to lift up just slightly, keeping the feet down on the ground, just like that, and down. Great. And lift, keeping your head neutral, Angelique, just like this. I want you to see this. Chin to the ground, head is in perfect alignment, okay, with the body. And lift, and down. And those feet should never come off the floor. Now, if you can only do one or two, that's what I want you to do, and then I want you to lie down. Just like that, Angelique. You feeling that in that lower back?
It's great.
Great. And what this is for is this is for your posture. As we get older, our lower back, most people, 8 out of 10 people will have a back problem in their life sometime. And this is going to strengthen that lower back. The muscles here are called your erector spinae muscles. They're the muscles that line your spine and keep your spine in alignment. Okay, that's what this is for. And Angelique, when you start getting tired, I want you to go ahead and relax it down, hands up over the head and stretch it out, okay? And then I'm going to go into them.
This is excellent.
Is that great?
I think everyone has lower back problems.
Okay, you can go ahead and rest, and I'm going to go ahead and do mine. I'm going to grab my pad. And if you don't have an exercise pad at home, don't worry about it. You can just throw down a towel on the floor, all right? Just like this, and extend. Just like that. And you can even relax on this one. Close your eyes, and exhale. Keep your head in alignment, and I mean make sure your head and back are all in alignment. Your spine is completely straight. And exhale. Very small. As you can see, these movements are very, very small, okay? Very small. Great. Small. And if you start feeling it in your lower back, I want you to stop. And I want you to stretch like this. You're going to come up, and you're going to push up, and you're just going to stretch back. I call it the prayer stretch. Good. And we're going to round it up. Angelique, come on all the way up. We're going to go into our next exercise. And lie down. We're doing ab crunches. All right. Time for abs. Of course, this is one of my favorite exercises. I love abdominals. I like to have that washboard stomach. Okay. Hands across the chest. And curl it up. Remember, very simple. Just little movements.
And what I want you to think about too, I want you to think about if you're a beginner, you can grab a couch cushion and throw it under your under part of your upper back to make it a little easier on you. Just make this as simple as possible, okay? Exhaling on the way up. In, exhale. Inhale. Always exhaling on the exertion on the way up. Inhale on the way down. As you can see, my movement is probably a half to an inch movement. A lot of people, you see that they roll all the way up. Well, that's not right. Big exhale. Good. And exhale. And exhale. Good. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and roll up because I want you to see what Angelique is doing right here. She has a nice couch cushion underneath her, so it's made it a little bit easier. I'm even going to slide it under more to make it a little easier for you. Go ahead. Just like that. And now curl up. Now what this does is help her a little bit with these abdominals, okay? Because if she's not strong enough, then, you know, it defeats the purpose. It starts hurting your neck. And you don't want to do that. You want to work on those abdominals, that flat tummy. Okay, squeeze. Great. All right. Guess what time it is?
Cool down?
Yeah. Right. We're almost there. Just a few more reps. Stay with us. Just a few more reps. And exhale. And if you're tired, you can already begin the stretch and begin the warm-up. I'm going to start cooling down. Okay, I'm going to take this away and go ahead and lie down. And we're going to go into a wonderful stretch right now. Nice deep breath in. Big stretch. Oh, I want you to make your spine as long as possible. Good. Pull that knee into the chest. And we're stretching out our hips, our thighs, and our butt, lower back. Everything we worked today. Did we have a great workout or what? It was unbelievable. Just think about it. Look what we fit in a 20-minute workout. You can do it with us all the time. When you're cooking your meals, when you're cooking with us, it's that simple. You know, Jim's in the kitchen. He's preparing our tuna. Unbelievable ahi tuna. I can't wait. Been salivating. Great. And go ahead and turn over to your side and come on up. Deep breath in. And inhale. Exhale. Good. And go ahead and stretch next to the right. And to the left. Good. Arm up over the head and stretch those triceps that we worked so hard. Great. And other side. What I want you to keep doing, I want you to keep stretching. Good. And stretch over to the side. Fantastic. All right. This is the best part. Okay. Great. And shrug those shoulders out all the way up and around. All the way up and around.
Just feel the life hitting you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, are you ready for your workout?
Let's go.
I hope you are. We're going to start with push-ups. Angelique, you go ahead and start right there. And I'm going to get right down here on the ground. Angelique is doing a tricep type push-up. Okay? Now, I'm going to be doing the little bit harder version. Angelique's up here, and she's working on her chest muscles. She's working on her arms. All right? Great. This is what she's doing. Look at this beautiful form she has. She's keeping her buns tight. She's keeping her abdomen tight. All right? She's working on these triceps right here. Look at that. She's doing a great job. And if she gets tired, you know what she's going to do? She's going to rest just like you're going to do. If you get tired, you have to remember, if you can only do 1 or 2 or 3, you're a winner just for being able to do 1, 2, or 3. Look at that form she's got there. Working on those triceps right here. Good. And if she gets tired too, either she can rest or she can do little baby movements, smaller movements. Right, on your knees. There you go. Perfect, Angelique. And I'm going to go ahead and join you now.
Okay.
Great. I'm going to go right down on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and do them on the ground here. And I'm going to do a little bit more advanced version, just like this. And down, and up, and down, and up. So if you can't do this, don't worry about it. You bend your knees and you go down on your knees like this. Okay? Just like that. Or if that's too hard, then you do smaller movements, just like this. Okay? Very, very simple. Okay? Angelique, remember, if you get tired, remember to stretch those triceps out. I think I'm gonna. Great. And I'm gonna go back up to the little bit more difficult one. And press. And press. And press it up. Good. And I'm gonna go back down to my knees. And you can switch like I'm doing right now. I'm switching in the middle. Gets a little bit hard. Then I switch in the middle, and I do smaller ones on my knees. So I'm not using my whole body weight. Remember, you're not only working your triceps here, you're working your shoulders and your chest. And we're going to move on to the next exercise. Are you ready?
Let's do
Okay,
it.
we're going to go ahead and do our standing plie squats with our bicep curls. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And squeeze. Okay, now Angelique, do you love this? Don't you love working upper and lower?
I love
Upper
feeling
and
my
lower
glutes
together.
around.
Isn't that the best?
It gives you a break.
Now tell me this. Are you laughing at me right now? Look what I have in my hand. I have soup cans. And I always say this, you don't need fancy gym equipment. All you have to use are anything you have in your home. It can be water bottles. It can be rubber bands. It can be soup cans. Hey, that kind of rhymed, didn't it?
Good.
All right, and look at what I'm doing. I'm doing upper and lower together. So I'm not only working my biceps, which is the upper part of the arm, okay? I'm working my inner thighs. I'm doing plie squats. As you can see, look at me. I'm going down pretty far. If you can't, I want you to do small ones, like this, nice and small, nice and small, just like that. And as you can hear, my respiration's going up because I'm talking to you. Can you talk to me right now? I'm asking you. Can you speak to me? And the reason why I'm asking is because I want to make sure you can speak back to me. If you can't talk to me right now, you're working too hard. I want you to march in place if you can't talk to me right now. Angelique, can you talk to me?
I'm barely being able to talk.
I love it.
But I want to save my resting
Great.
for the other exercises.
And remember, when you are doing both upper and lower together, you're doing... Okay. And you know what? I want you to know this. When you're doing... Keep going. Sorry, that's okay. When you're doing upper and lower together, what I want you to keep in mind is that you're burning more calories and more fat. And the reason why is because you're working all the body. Look at this form she has here. She's working her biceps up here. Her elbows are locked at her side. She's squeezing the muscle here. And she's also beautiful inner thigh squats right here. We call them plie squats. Okay, she's working her inner thighs. She's working her buns. Everything. Look at this form. It's absolutely beautiful. And breathing. She has to breathe. That's fantastic, Angelique. I'm going to go ahead and join you again because I love these. Okay, we're going to do our next exercise now. And our next exercise is overhead tricep extensions. You know what? Thank God we have to do that right now because our legs are dying. Okay, are you ready? Arms up and behind the head and extend. And look at Angelique right now, too. She's doing one arm extensions. I'm going to do two arm extensions. All right? So I'm going to go ahead so you can see. And squeeze it up. We're working on the back of the arm right now. I'm going to move over slowly to Angelique so I can show you her form. Because she always has great form. Look at this. Great form of the muscle. She's working the tricep muscle here. All right? She's working the tricep right here from the elbow to the shoulder. That's the tricep muscle. 3 different muscles there. So if you think that the back of your arm is bigger than the front of your arm, it should be. You have more muscle there. Okay, there's 3 there. There's only 2 in the front in the bicep. Tri meaning 3, bi meaning 2. Great. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side, Angelique. Great. You have great form, Angelique.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And you're breathing at the same time.
Which has helped me feel better.
Are you gonna be psyched to eat that stroganoff later? That Nancy's cooking for us? Now look at this. We're getting a workout in. Well, Nancy's slaving in the kitchen. I know, in our living room.
And sweating.
And sweating. And you know what? The greatest thing about it is we're getting our workout in while we're getting something else done at the same time. 20 minutes. It's not a lot to ask. I'm going to keep joining you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to keep doing my tricep extensions. Great. And look at the form I have, too. Knees are bent. Abdomen is tight. That's exactly what you want to see. I don't want locked knees. I want everything in alignment. And working those triceps, pushing them up to the ceiling, and squeezing them. No more bye-bye arms. Angelique, do you like bye-bye arms?
I don't like those. Ew.
Do you know what bye-bye arms are? Those arms that keep waving in the wind after you've stopped waving. We don't want those. We like nice, toned arms. Fantastic. Keep breathing with me. And it doesn't matter how many you do. If you get tired, what I want you to do is put these down. Okay, I want you to put them down on the ground and go ahead and stretch. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next exercise. We're gonna do a reverse curl and a reverse lunge at the same time. Now, reverse curl. I'm gonna actually have Angelique do it. I'm gonna show you this. Reverse curl for the bicep. You're doing a shoulder raise, okay? We're gonna do those reverse curls, remember?
Right.
Yeah,
There we
that's
Keeping the
it.
shoulders in.
Exactly, and
elbows in.
squeeze it all the way up. It's for the
Okay.
bicep. Perfect. Now,
There.
again, we're working 2 body parts together. We're working the bicep, and we're working the hips, the thighs, and the butt at the same time. Angelique, that is great form. Watch out for your knee. I want you to watch out for your knee at home, too. I want you to make sure it stays directly over your foot. It never crosses the toe line.
This is another great balancing one.
It is, exactly. It's great for balance as well. We talk about balance a lot because we want to know that that's a functional movement, everyday movement. When you get out of your car, when you get out of your bed, these are exercises that help you with that. Have you ever been stuck inside your tub and you couldn't get out of your tub?
Not yet.
This exercise will help you. Definitely. That's great, Angelique. Beautiful form, and I'm going to go ahead and join you now. And it's called a reverse curl, okay? I want you to know this. It's a reverse curl because you're not curling them this way. You're turning your hands over, and you're curling them up this way, okay? I'm doing a little bit more basic version of the lunge, a little bit helping, okay? I'm going to go ahead and switch to the other leg and turn myself around. Great. Angelique, watch out for that knee.
I know. I gotta remember.
You know it. Good.
I gotta have to concentrate on my
And
balance.
squeeze them up. And squeeze them up. And squeeze. And squeeze. Good. When I say squeeze, you know what I want you to squeeze? I want you to squeeze your biceps right up here. And I want you to squeeze your buns at the same time. And keep breathing. Angelique, come join us. You're moving away from me too far.
I'm
missing
lunging
you.
away.
You're lunging away, exactly. Like melting away. I'm going to switch again.